Every year, thousands of American renters lose their homes not because they can't pay rent, but because their landlords refuse to accept legal government assistance vouchers. And most of them had no idea that what happened to them was actually a federal crime. Joy Fender was a single mother of 3 living in Seaside Heights, New Jersey. She had a lease, she had government housing aid, and she had every legal right to stay in her home. Her landlord took one look at her government voucher and said no. Then he tried to throw her and her 3 kids onto the street. What he didn't know was that Joy knew her rights. She used specific federal and state laws to take her landlord to court and walked away with $28,000. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly which laws those are and how to use them yourself. Welcome to Maverick Forge. In April 2014, Joy Fender signed a 1-year lease with landlord Raymond McCann for a single-family home in Seaside Heights, New Jersey. She moved in with her 3 children and life was normal. Then, in May 2015, just weeks after renewing her lease, Joy received a letter from the New Jersey Department of Community Affairs. She had been approved for the Sandy tenant-based rental assistance program. Now, let's break that down. Superstorm Sandy hit New Jersey in October 2012, one of the most devastating hurricanes in American history. To help families affected by the storm, the state government created housing assistance vouchers. Basically a government-issued payment that covers a portion of your monthly rent. Think of it like a check the government writes directly to your landlord on your behalf. Joy qualified for this assistance, and it was 100% legal. She told McCann about the voucher. He even encouraged her to go ahead and apply for it. But when Joy was awarded the aid and handed McCann the paperwork to complete, something changed. He refused to fill it out. And then in September 2015, just months after Joy renewed her lease, McCann filed an eviction action against her. The reason? Non-payment of rent. But Joy hadn't refused to pay her rent. Her landlord had refused to accept the legal government payment she had every right to use. On the 21st of November 2015, Joy Fender and her 3 children were evicted from their home. They spent weeks living in a hotel. Until December, when they finally found a new landlord who accepted the Sandy voucher and they moved into a new home. But Joy wasn't done. What McCann did wasn't just wrong, it was illegal. Here's what you need to know, and this could protect you or someone you love. In New Jersey, the Law Against Discrimination, also known as the LAD, specifically prohibits housing discrimination based on a person's source of lawful income. That means if you are paying your rent legally, whether through a job, government assistance, or a housing voucher, your landlord cannot refuse to accept it. Period. This law doesn't just apply to New Jersey. Multiple states across America have similar source of income protection laws, including California, New York, Illinois, Colorado, and many more. And at the federal level, the Fair Housing Act protects tenants from discrimination based on race, color, religion, national origin, sex, disability, and familial status. The Fair Housing Act, that's the federal law that gives every American the right to equal housing regardless of who they are or how they pay. Joy filed a complaint with the New Jersey Division of Civil Rights. That's the state agency responsible for investigating discrimination complaints. Think of it as the watchdog that makes sure landlords follow the law. The division investigated the case and sided with Joy. The Attorney General of New Jersey stepped in and reached a settlement with McCann. Here's what McCann was ordered to do. First, pay Joy Fender $28,000. Second, adopt a formal non-discrimination policy making clear he will accept government housing vouchers from all current and future tenants. Third, cooperate with Joy to have the eviction record completely cleared from her credit history and background checks. That last one matters because an eviction record can follow you for years, making it nearly impossible to rent another home. Getting it cleared was just as valuable as the $28,000. The Attorney General summed it up this way. Families who pay for their housing with the help of government assistance have a right to live where they choose and to be treated with dignity and respect. So here is your action plan. If you or someone you know is being discriminated against by a landlord for using a housing voucher or government assistance, here is exactly what you can do right now. Step 1. Document everything. Save every text message, email, and letter from your landlord. Write down every conversation with dates and details. This is your evidence. Step 2. File a complaint with HUD. HUD, that's the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development, the federal agency that enforces the Fair Housing Act. You can file a complaint online at hud.gov, completely free, no lawyer needed. HUD will investigate your case and can order your landlord to pay you damages. Step 3. File a complaint with your state's Civil Rights Division. Just search your state name plus civil rights complaint and you will find it. Step 4. Check if your state has source of income protection laws. If it does, your landlord refusing a legal housing voucher may be a direct violation and you may be entitled to damages. Joy Fender didn't have a lawyer when this started. She had the law on her side and she used it. The system was built to protect tenants like Joy. Most people just don't know it exists. Now you do. Hit subscribe because every week we cover real stories of everyday Americans who refuse to get played and actually won.